Welcome back to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. Today, we're tackling one of the most prescribed but misunderstood diabetes drugs out there, Metformin. It's been called a miracle pill for blood sugar control, but also blamed for brutal stomach cramps, vitamin deficiencies, and even metformin diarrhea. Yes, that's a real thing. So what's the truth? Should you take it, avoid it, or demand a different med from your doctor? Stick around, we're breaking down the good, the bad, and the final verdict. Segment 1, the good. Why Metformin is a diabetes superstar. Metformin isn't just some random pill. It's the most prescribed type 2 diabetes drug in the world, and for good reason. First off, it's been around since the 1950s, which means we have decades of safety data. In the world of medicine, that's like having a rock-solid track record. Unlike newer drugs that can surprise you years later with unexpected side effects, Metformin is the wise old grandpa of diabetes meds. Steady, dependable, and not easily rattled. What makes it really stand out is how it works. Instead of forcing your pancreas to pump out more insulin, Metformin actually helps your body use the insulin it already has more effectively. That means less insulin resistance, which is the root problem behind type 2 diabetes. Imagine a rusty lock that's hard to turn. Metformin is like the can of WD-40 that loosens it up, so the key slides in effortlessly. Everything starts to work the way it's supposed to. And the benefits don't stop with blood sugar control. Many patients notice modest weight loss while taking it, a huge bonus since extra weight often makes blood sugar harder to manage. Research also shows Metformin may reduce the risk of heart disease, which is especially important because cardiovascular issues are one of the biggest threats for people with diabetes. But here's where it gets really interesting. Studies suggest Metformin might help lower the risk of certain cancers, including colon and breast cancer. Some scientists are even exploring its potential in the fight against aging. That's right. There's a growing body of research looking at how Metformin might help people live not just longer, but healthier, by reducing inflammation and improving cellular function. Another plus? It's affordable. Metformin is generic, meaning it's widely available at a fraction of the cost of newer diabetes drugs. For many people, that makes the difference between sticking with their treatment and skipping doses because of cost. Accessibility and effectiveness don't always go hand in hand, but in this case, they do. So yes, Metformin has earned its spot as a first-line treatment. But like any medication, it's not perfect. And while it has plenty of upsides, there's another side to the story, one that's important to know before deciding if it's right for you. Let's talk about the potential downsides. Segment 2, the side effects no one warns you about. All right, time for the bad news. Metformin has a reputation for, well, making people question their life choices in the first few weeks. The most common complaints are nausea, diarrhea, and stomach cramps, sometimes all three at once. For about 1 in 4 people, these side effects show up early, and for some unlucky folks, they never fully go away. It's not dangerous for most, but it can be uncomfortable enough to make you want to throw in the towel. Here's the twist. These stomach issues happen because Metformin works in part by changing how your body handles glucose in the gut. It slows sugar absorption, which is great for blood sugar, but your digestive system might stage a protest while it adjusts. The good news is that for many people, the protests quiet down after a couple of weeks. One side effect that doesn't get as much attention is vitamin B12 depletion. Over time, Metformin can lower your body's ability to absorb this crucial nutrient, which plays a major role in nerve health and energy production. If you've been on Metformin for years and you feel unusually tired, weak, or even notice tingling in your hands or feet, low B12 could be the culprit. The fix can be as simple as a supplement, but you'll want to get your levels checked before guessing. Then there's something patients call the Metformin flu. It's not an actual virus, just a cluster of symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, or feeling off when you first start the medication. It's usually short-lived, but it can make the adjustment period rough. As for the truly rare but serious one, there's lactic acidosis, a dangerous buildup of acid in the blood. This is extremely uncommon, but it's more likely to occur in people with kidney problems, severe infections, or certain other health conditions. That's why regular lab work is so important when you're on any long-term medication. So why do doctors still hand out metformin prescriptions like candy? Because in most cases, the benefits far outweigh the downsides, and there are ways to make the transition easier. Taking it with food, starting on a low dose, or switching to the extended release version can dramatically cut the stomach drama. Still, if you've given it a fair shot and you're miserable after a month, it may not be the right fit. And that brings us to the big question. With all the pros and cons on the table, is metformin actually worth taking? Let's get into the verdict. Segment 3, the verdict. Should you take metformin? If you're newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, metformin is almost always the first-line treatment, and for good reason. It's affordable, effective, and comes with bonus perks like potential heart protection and even modest weight loss. Its decades-long track record makes it one of the most trusted tools in a doctor's toolbox. But it's not for everyone. If you have significant kidney problems, drink heavily, or simply can't tolerate the digestive side effects even after giving it time, you may be better off exploring alternatives, like GLP-1 receptor agonists such as Ozempic or Mounjaro. These newer drugs can offer powerful benefits, but they come with their own pros, cons, and price tags. The key is to give metformin a fair trial before you write it off. Start slow, take it with meals, and expect a 2 to 4 week adjustment period while your body gets used to it. Many people find that the initial discomfort fades, and they're able to stay on it long-term without issues. But if you've truly given it your best shot and you're still miserable, there's no prize for enduring a medication that doesn't work for you. Talk to your doctor and explore your options. And remember, metformin is a tool, not a cure. It works best when it's part of a bigger plan. Balanced eating, regular physical activity, consistent blood sugar monitoring, and keeping up with your checkups. That's the real formula for staying ahead of type 2 diabetes. What's your experience with metformin? Share it in the comments. Your story might help someone else make a more informed decision. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share our content with more people fighting the same battles. And don't forget to subscribe for more no-nonsense diabetes tips. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.